President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has chosen former Chief Justice Lucas Bersamin as the new executive secretary.
The palace says the decision to name Bersamin as executive secretary was based on trust. Maricel Halili with the big story.
I, your name,
I, Lucas P. Bersamin,
having been appointed
to
the position of
the position of executive secretary.
Former Chief Justice Lucas Bersamin has taken his oath of office as the new executive secretary before President Bongbong Marcos. As executive secretary, Bersamin is considered the highest-ranking official of the office of the president, being referred to as the little president. According to Press Secretary Trixie Cruz Angeles, Bersamin was chosen as the new executive secretary based on trust.
Sinasabi ng ating Pangulo, he is well qualified to be the executive secretary, having put in so many years in the judiciary. He has the necessary legal background and the ability to deal with paperwork. Plus, of course, he is trusted and well qualified for this.
Bersamin replaces Attorney Vic Rodriguez, who is currently serving as Presidential Chief of Staff, a new position created by Administrative Order No. 1. But what will be the difference between Bersamin's role and Rodriguez?
Well, in the absence, wala pa pong publication kasi ang ating AO1, so we'll have to wait for that bago po natin magawa ng distinction, if any.
Shortly after his oath-taking as Executive Secretary, Bersamin went straight to work and joined his first cabinet meeting. For News 5, Maricel Halili, We Are One News.
Prior to becoming Executive Secretary, former Chief Justice Lucas Bersamin was already making headlines as he was involved in some of the Supreme Court's most notable cases. Here's what we know. Bersamin is the second Chief Justice to become Executive Secretary, but he is the first to hold the position after his stint in the judiciary. In 2009, he was appointed by then-President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo as an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court. In 2018, former President Rodrigo Duterte appointed him as the 25th Chief Justice of the Republic of the Philippines. In his stint as the top magistrate, Bersamin was involved in rulings on high-profile and controversial cases. Bersamin voted in favor of the burial of former President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. at the libingan ng mga bayani. He also voted for the continued detention of opposition Senator Leila de Lima. Bersamin was also part of the unanimous vote that declared the Priority Development Assistance Funds, or the PDAF, or the pork barrel, as unconstitutional. Bersamin authored the decision granting the demurrer to evidence of former President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, leading to her release from detention. He also authored the decision that allowed former Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile to post bail despite facing a non-bailable offense of plunder. For political analyst Ramon Casiple, it's possible that Bersamin's role in the decision in these cases were considered in his appointment.
Politically, malinaw yung loyalty na lumilitaw, ano? Pero kung ang usapin ay kakayahan sa trabaho ng executive secretary, iba pang usapin yun kasi may burokrasya na usapin dyan eh.
To give us more insights on the appointment of former Chief Justice Lucas Bersamin as Executive Secretary, we have with us Philippine Star Associate Editor Marichu Villanueva. Good evening. Welcome to the Big Story, Chu.
Good evening, Robbie and Sean.
Well, Ichu, narinig naman natin, based daw on trust. We already mentioned the votes for the burial of Marcos Sr. But other than that, ano bang history ni President Marcos kay Chief Justice Bersamin? What is that trust standing on and rooted in?
I think it's more of their being from the solid north, because he also hails from the northern Luzon province. And I'm just not sure if he's from Ilocos or somewhere there. And he has also been somewhat, Chief Justice Bersamin has some past activities that coincided with the Marcoses attempting it. So more or less, they had some friendship and some sort of, as they say, trust and confidence he has gained from the Marcoses, because he has kept as Chief Justice a steady course on his judicial decisions without having to consider the Marcoses as a family.
All right, and being part of the office of the president is completely different, Ichu, from being part of the judiciary. What can we expect then from Lucas Bersamin? Can we expect anything controversial to come out of his new post as ES?
You know, Chief Justice Bersamin carries with him a lot of legal background that would help him a lot to stay out of controversial legal and constitutional issues that his predecessor have somewhat overstepped his bounds as an executive secretary. On that score, the Chief Justice can more than protect the presidency from such lapses, especially on legal and constitutional issues. And if we base from his the former executive secretary Salvador Medialdea during the presidency of Duterte, Medialdea has kept very tight lead of the executive secretary, especially on the issuances of executive orders, administrative orders, and other executive fiats coming out of Malacañang. And he has shown, as a lawyer, Medialdea and Bersamin have that same kind of track record as on legal matters that would help a lot the presidency.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Ichu, alam mo naman, this whole talk about who's going to be the new executive secretary all had to do as well with the old executive secretary. How do you anticipate the workings in Malacañang now that you have a new executive secretary and a new chief of staff position for Attorney Vic Rodriguez, especially given, as the spokesperson, Attorney Angeles herself pointed out, we haven't seen AO1, which defines the role of the new chief of staff.
Yes, I think, Robbie, the first thing that Executive Secretary Bersamin would look into is that AO1 that Rodriguez himself crafted and in which Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Juan Ponce Enrile redacted so much, and in fact, Enrile recommended not to create that post, but the president, being obviously indebted to Rodriguez, who has worked for so long with him, has to accommodate the former executive secretary with the new post as Chief Presidential Chief of Staff. So I think that's the first order of the day for Chief Justice Bersamin to look over this AO number 1, Robbie.
All right, I think we pretty much got what Ichu was trying to say, so we'll watch out for AO number 1 in the coming days. Thank you so much, Philippine Star Associate Editor Marichu Villanueva.